my fellow comic book collectors, it's Alan, the Comic Collector Geek, and this is part 6 of this unboxing. I haven't even figured out a name yet, and I'm on part 6. It's going to be the biggest ever that I've ever done, so I think it's going to be about 15 episodes. And as I'm recording this, I just received, or just won, the Comic Book Community Awards. So I was pretty excited about that. I just wanted to say thanks for everyone that voted for me for Best Unboxing. I really appreciate it. I was so shocked and really, really happy that I won. So with that, I just wanted to say thanks to everyone out there. Probably when you actually see this video, it's going to be many weeks after the awards, but I wanted to keep it fresh. You know, the feelings of winning that award. I was pretty excited. Okay, so this unboxing is actually going to be pretty good. It's all this stuff. It's mostly Golden Age. I mentioned in the earlier parts that I had this massive men's magazines unboxing part. Most of it I didn't feel comfortable showing. So if you do want to see that stuff, it's in the members only section. So I do show it, but it's in the members only section. But I didn't feel like it was really appropriate to show to the general audience. Okay, so let's get into this unboxing. We're gonna start out with first some really cool ones, some fight comics. This is Tiger Girl, and this is Fight Comics number 59. I just thought this was a cool cover, and I got it for really cheap. So whenever I can get some cool Fiction House with really good coloring, the thing with Fiction House is often the colors are kind of muted or a bit faded looking, and I've heard two reasons for that. It was either that there was something where the inks would fade, or I've heard that what they would do is not change the inks as they were printing them, so they would just let it run, and often the inks would run out and you wouldn't get the vibrant colors in the later as the run got published. That could be, actually I have a feeling that is more likely the case, because there's just so many with the faded colors. It's really hard to get them with the really brilliant colors. So this one I thought had really great coloring. The reds are red, the oranges are orange, the blues are blues. So yeah, I thought it was a really cool one. And just, I think the guy with the mask thing, a wolf mask, just really cool. Oh, actually he's a vampire, sorry. Vampire mask. It looks kind of like a werewolf, but oh well. Just really interesting. So yeah, I thought that one was pretty cool. So that's the first one. And this one is pinned down. Kind of have to slice it a bit. Okay. That's really interesting. So this is Sugar Bowl number 5, and it's not in the best condition. Actually, this is one of those ones where you think, oh, it looks really good in the eBay listing, but when you get it, not so great. So there's a huge tear right here. I didn't notice that in the listing. It's a little bit of a shame, but I've been collecting these Sugar Bowls. I'd never had heard of this series. I just sort of found it randomly looking for Good Girl art covers, and I thought, hey, it's actually got some pretty great covers. So this is Sugar Bowl number 5. I've actually 2 or 3 issues now of this series. It's not a very long series. I think it's only lasted like maybe 6 or 7 issues, but it's really interesting. Just really great Good Girl art, kind of Archie-esque, I guess would be the way to say it. But it was produced by Famous Funnies Publications, so the same one that produced Famous Funnies produced this. I guess they were trying to explore the Good Girl art idea. So yeah, just interesting. The art is done by Jerry Fasano. So I noticed that the other covers were done by him as well. That's interesting. And then, oh, okay. Mixed in here, I can tell, one sec here. Mixed in, I can see there's the Comic Tom Mystery Mail Call. So I'll show you all the stuff from that. I'm not really sure about some of it. Okay, so I'll show you the Comic Tom Mystery Mail Call. It was unopened. It was open, so it's not like normally they leave it in the mystery bag, but they didn't this time. So this is Spawn #2, then Paler. Never heard of it. Never, like, I know Spawn, but I never heard of a Spawn then Paler. So it's a very interesting cover. #2 of that. Never heard of it. And then there's this art print with Spider-Gwen and Miles Morales. Very interesting. And then we got X-Men 281, and I'm not sure, is this like, I know that 282 is the first appearance of Bishop. I'm not sure if 281 has any significance, but it's interesting. And then we have Spider-Boy #1. This is their what's it called? Something Tyler Hickman variant. So that's cool. Actually, I really like this one. This one is a really nice cover. This is Swamp Thing #1. It's obviously their variant version of the original Swamp Thing. Reprint of the original from 1972. First appearance of Alec Holland in Swamp Thing. Limited to 1,400 copies. Artwork by Lee Bermejo. So very nice, actually. Really, really impressive art. Very nice. I like that rendition. Okay, so that was the, it was just mixed in here. The Comic Tom Mystery Mail Call. And there's a freebie also mixed in here. I have no idea what this is. So I got a bunch of these sports cards mixed in. Like, so what happened was my friend Falco from Germany, he enters into pretty much every contest. He enters into these trading cards, sports cards, Pokemon cards, and then a whole bunch of different comic book related like just contests, and he wins a lot of the time. And what happened was he won. They won't often send it to Germany, so he sends it to me. So this is like some signature series card. Looks like Sean Kemp. I've actually heard of Sean Kemp. So yeah, I'm not a big sports guy, to tell you the truth, but I think it's kind of cool to get a signature one. So yeah, very cool. So I'll put that with my other sports cards. This one I thought this is a really interesting one. One sec here. I have a whole bunch of extra tape on it. I'm just going to take the tape off. This is Daredevil, and this is a Charles Biro cover. I just thought it was a really, I've been sort of stalking this book for a while because I just thought it was such a funny cover. It's this girl coming in, and they're basically pulling on her hair and like pulling on her dress, and they're trying to find out if it's truly a girl. It's just such a weird cover. I just thought it was interesting. Like, for goodness sakes, let go. It won't come off because it's glued on. You know, I think it's a girl trying to pretend to be a guy dressed as a girl. It's like such a weird concept. So yeah, it's Daredevil #48. And those Daredevils, they actually are pretty undervalued in my opinion. Very inexpensive. I think they were massively printed, so there's a lot of them around, so you can usually find them fairly cheaply. This is strangely one of the few issues that goes for a little bit more. Maybe instead of being like $10 to $20, it's more like that $30 to $50 range. It's not super expensive, but more expensive than some of the other issues. Okay, this one's interesting. So this is Jumbo Comics number 87. And this is just another one of these ones with Sky Girl in it. And somebody drew a mustache on her, which is a little bit annoying. But it's very. I've been collecting Sky Girl, so I've been trying to get all the issues with from Jumbo Comics with Sky Girl in it, and different different ones in it. But this one is kind of cool because this is when Matt Baker was working on Sky Girl, so this would have Matt Baker art inside. And for the most part, these Jumbo comics are very affordable, much more affordable than like another fiction house title called Jungle Comics, which go for a lot more. These usually go for anywhere from, again, $30 to maybe $60, that kind of range. And if they're really, really high grade, maybe $100 or $200. But usually very affordable for Jumbo Comics. But I'm a fan of Sky Girl, so that's why I wanted to pick this one up. Not necessarily for the cover, but for the interior. I read all the Sky Girls, so I like trying to pick up the comics related to it. Okay, next is Human Detective. I just saw this was, I thought it was an interesting looking pulp, and I think I paid $10 for it. So it's not like, it wasn't super expensive, but I just thought, I didn't realize it was so big. I just thought it was an interesting cover. This girl reading poisons that end their effects. It's kind of a true crime cover. I just thought it was really interesting. Something about it I just kind of liked. So this is Human Detective from, I'm not even sure when this is from. Probably the late 40s, early 50s. So yeah, very interesting one. So next is a book that I was actually speculating on. So if you watch my predictions for next year, I was predicting certain books to be reasonably good speculation books. And this one is a kind of a cool key. This is Beneath the Planet of the Apes. From, I'm not even sure, from 1971, I'm pretty sure. Or not, it says, doesn't even say. But I believe it's 1971. What it was is, they actually, this is the first time that the Planet of the Apes appears in comics, even though it's not the first title of the movie series. It was the first time that Planet of the Apes had been adapted into a comic. So usually these are quite hard to find, and the thing is, they're hard to find complete because you'll see at the top it says ape protest poster inside. So if I open it up, and it says that it has the poster. So let's see. Hopefully it has the poster. It says poster included. So let's see. So finding it with the poster is quite hard. With the poster, it usually triples the value of the book. And indeed, we see the poster inside. So the poster is like this. See how it, this protest poster. Let me see if I see. Oh, free the apes. So yeah, so it's definitely got the poster included, and that makes it quite hard to find. So not in the greatest shape. I'd say it's like a VG, maybe VG plus at the best, but definitely one that is hard to find with that poster included, where it's actually still attached even. So very cool to get that one. So yeah, so usually when it doesn't have the poster, it goes for anywhere from $30 to $50. With the poster, it usually goes for over $100. So just sort of pricing on that. I got it for $50, so I was quite happy. So next one that's kind of interesting is I was picking up a lot of really cool Precode Horror stuff at really great prices. So this was Weird Horrors. I like when Precode mixes with Good Girl. And this had a very Good Girl art cover. So this is Weird Horrors number 8. And you got the girl, she's kind of visiting the grave. And it's obviously the guy maybe comes back from the dead or something. I'm not sure what's going on. But yeah, very interesting cover. I just thought it was a great little, let's see if I can zoom in so you can see the Good Girl art. So I just thought it was a really cool cover. So yeah, so Eerie Perils of Fantastic Horrors. Very cool. So that's that one. And so there's many artists. The next thing I'm going to show, there's many artists that I kind of really love from the Golden Age. And one of the I really like artists that maybe they're known, but maybe not as collected as some of the great ones. Like, for example, Alex Schomburg. Everybody knows Alex Schomburg for the Golden Age collectors. Everybody knows Matt Baker and L.B. Cole. One of the ones that is in that kind of same level, actually, very talented artist, was Bill Ward. And he's the one that created Torchy, who you see over my shoulder. And he also worked on a lot of these romance books. So this is Derry Loves, number 1. I think I paid like $30 for this. I got it for steal. This is number 2. I actually have number 1 as well. And I really like his Good Girl art. It's just really good. It looks like they're on a Ferris wheel or something like that. And it's just a really very cool Good Girl art cover. So this is Diary Loves, number 2. So I've been collecting a lot more of these romance books lately. Okay, so this next one. Okay. Okay, there's a whole bunch of stuff in here. Okay. Okay, so looks like I have no idea what this is. I'm looking at this stuff and I'm not sure what it is. Oh, interesting. Okay, so these are all from my comic shop. And this is Harvey. It's just a cool Good Girl art cover. This is like a 1/5. But it's interesting because like when I bid on this, I just was bidding on it based on kind of a cool Good Girl art cover. I like the guys judging, and then the girls are like ready to whack him if he doesn't judge well. It's like, you better pick the right girl. I guess I would pick the girl with the baseball bat because I think that's the most dangerous. So make her happy. So then she can defend you against the other 2 girls. Yeah, I'm not sure. Which one would you pick? Yeah. So but it's also got a little certification in it. So this one was from the Jeremy Wenker collection, and it says certificate of authenticity to show this comic book was from the estate of Jerome Wenker. It was purchased in good faith from him. Yeah. So he basically just had this massive collection. It's just some collector. This is from his collection. So kind of like a semi-pedigree book. Very low grade. It's like a 1/5, it says. But that's a My Comic Shop 1/5. Usually, when they say it's a 1/5, it's usually much higher grade than what My Comic Shop will say. Often, they're really harsh on their own books, and they grade them very strictly. So it's good when you get something raw from them, because usually it grades out much higher. Like, to me, just looking at it, I mean, I do see like a little bit, maybe it's just detached on this staple, but it's attached on this staple, and the spine, even though it's a little raggedy, it's complete and not split. So I'd probably grade this at around a 3. So yeah, very solid book actually for a 1/5, which is nice. So that's benefits of harsh graders at the shops that you're buying from. This next book is Crime and Justice. I just thought this was a great cover. I think this is, one sec here. I just want to say who it is. Lou Morales cover. And it's just this is Crime and Justice, number 15. again, I kind of gravitate to these good girl art covers. I like this one with the car. It's about to run over the girl and the guy. He's like, I don't know if he's trying to save her or what he's doing. He's like juggling the suitcases, and it looks like he's trying to pull her away from getting hit by this car. So it's very interesting. Crime and Justice number 18. Okay. Another great crime one is, this is a series I've been trying to collect, is Crime Mysteries. I actually have a pretty good run of this now. I think I'm only missing like 2 or 3 issues. So this is Crime and Mysteries number 13. And I like these ones where you have the almost like the predictive paintings, where you get this sort of person painting something that's happened. And either they predict, it's a predictive thing where they show something that will happen, or in this case, it's something where it's already happened. So it shows like her killing the guy. You see the girl running off with this still smoking gun. So I always like these ones, these painting kind of covers. And I enjoy the good girl art. So this is very good girl artish. Just a really great cover. So this is Crime Mysteries number 13. That's a cool one. And then we just got 2 more books. These are both like from the same title, like just variants of the same book. This is Superman number 6, the Chained part 1. So this is a new character, and you see them right there. They're called the Chained. It's supposed to be like a doomsday level threat level for Superman. So it's like this guy that can manipulate chains. And just a new character. I thought, hey, getting their first appearance would be kind of useful. So that's what this is. So first appearance of the Chained in Superman number 6. And there was actually a variant cover of it. Almost like, it looks like almost like an acetate cover. So this is the variant, but I like the variant, so I picked it up as well. So that's it for this this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Some pretty cool stuff, I think. What do you think of Bill Ward? Do you guys like Bill Ward? I really enjoy this cover, so I was quite excited to get that one. And I got it for such a great price. I think it was like 30 bucks. I was so excited. So again, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Bye for now.